Well, good morning from Epcot. We are here today for opening day of International Festival of the Arts. This is one of my favorite festivals that happens here in Epcot because of the art. There's so many cool things to see. There is also a new Figment popcorn bucket that they did a mobile order for this morning that we're gonna be picking up this afternoon. There's new treats to try, new merchandise to see. I absolutely love when a new festival comes to Epcot. It's gonna be a good day. It is raining a little bit, so we'll see how the rain interferes with the festival. Hopefully it holds off. It looks like it might, we'll see, but it's gonna be a good day here at Epcot. Let's jump into it. So as we walk into Epcot, they have all of the wraps around the poles. We're starting to see the decorations for this year's festival. As you walk into Epcot, they have all of the decorations out right here out front, the paint cans, the rainbows, and it says Epcot International Festival of the Arts 2024. Now, when I came in this morning, I did pick up a festival passport. This is going to be your guide to the Festival of the Arts and are crucial if you're coming to any of the festivals here in Epcot. It's going to have all of the foods, the merchandise, exclusive shows, anything that is going on for the festival is going to be in this festival passport, including the food walk. So each festival here at Epcot has a different food walk, including Festival of the Arts. Something unique I noticed in this year's festival book is there's like little pieces in the back. Some of the last pages are like for you to color and draw. I don't know if this has been in previous years or if I've noticed it, but these are really, really cute. Like I mentioned earlier, there is also a new Figment popcorn bucket. If you know anything about Festival of the Arts, you know that the Figment popcorn bucket a few years ago was iconic. People waited 6 hours in line for it. Now Disney has changed that process over the past few years, and this year you mobile ordered it using your My Disney Experience app and you got a pickup time. Now, I actually came into the park a little bit later, so my pickup time isn't till right around 2 o'clock. So we'll check that out later on in the vlog. Now, if you did not pick up a festival passport, don't worry, because they do have these like little turnstile things throughout the park that are gonna have locations for all of the food and also all of the artists. Very similar to a lot of the other festivals, there is an additional walkthrough that you can pay for $9.99 plus tax. You're gonna get this little map with stickers on it, and you are gonna walk through the little showcase and find pictures of Figment inserted into classic pieces of art. Once you finalized all that, you can go up to Creation Shop in the front of Epcot, and they will let you pick one of the prizes. Our first stop of the day is going to be here at Creation Shop to look at the festival exclusive merchandise. So for the festival, there is a new exclusive Figment Munchling for $20, and he is a fig eclair and it smells so good. I think this might be my favorite piece of the merchandise. For $25, there is a Figment plushie that has his head poking out of a piece of art that says Epcot International Festival of the Arts 2024. Of course, there is a festival exclusive Spirit jersey, and I actually really like this one. I think I like this one the most out of the past few years. It has different little art pieces on it and the pavilion icons, and says International Festival of the Arts 2024 with Figment on the front, but there is also Figment on the back of it, and it says make every day a work of art. Let's see if we can find the price tag on it. So it's not marked. These are usually about $80, and up here they have it marked for $80. They also have a few annual pass holder exclusives, including a t-shirt for this festival. I really like this. It has Figment on the front for $40 with this cool tie-dye. So they have some pass holder exclusive merchandise, including a new pin that spins and has all of the pavilion's icons. There is a 2024 t-shirt. Now this is not a pass holder exclusive. This is just a standard t-shirt that has Figment on it for $35. There is also a Figment ball cap that's embroidered for $30, and on the back it has embroidered Epcot International Festival of the Arts 2024. Like all the festivals, there's also a Corksicle exclusive, and I think we're starting off the year strong with Corksicle exclusives. This one's really cute. It's got Figment on the back, and there's a new top that has like a little lip on it so that you could clip this to your bag. It is $54.99. There are also 2 exclusive mugs this year. So this one is not corksicle, but it's really cute. It's supposed to kind of look like a can of paint because down the back has dripping purple and it's got Figment on it for $20. So I originally thought this was going to be a mug, but it's not a mug because there's no handle. I guess you could kind of use it like a mug or a cup, but I think it's supposed to be more like something you would put your pencils or your pens in, or you could even put a small plant in this. This is very cute. Disney did preview this with a few of the other pieces for Festival of the Arts, and it is $25. Nothing fancy down on the inside, but I do think this is very cute. This would be really cool for succulents. Now, this is not a festival exclusive, but it did come out recently since I've been in the parks last due to the holidays. And this is the Figment, a little golden book that just came out this month. So cute, it's only $6. This is great if you collect little golden books. There is also an exclusive keychain. It's a little bit different. We haven't had keychains in a while. For $14.99, it has Figment on one side and then Figment like on a rainbow paintbrush thing on the back. This is so cute. And then of course we've got exclusive pins starting off strong with Figment. And I noticed there's hinges. Let's see if I can open this up. I might not be able to do this in front of the camera, but it opens up like a little book and says, "Make every day a work of art." This is $20. I really like this pin. That's so cute. There's a few other exclusive pins. We've got Mickey with a paintbrush that says Festival of the Arts, and it is $17.99. And then we have another Figment. This one doesn't move or anything, but it's again him on like that painted rainbow, and it is $17.99. But I have to say, I think I like the one that moves and the annual pass holder one the most. It looks like there's one final Figment t-shirt. This one's sparkly. He has a like little frame around him that's silver and sparkly and says International Festival of the Arts, and it is $40. And we have a new ornament as well. Now this is made a lot like the sketchbook ornaments, but it's not marked as a sketchbook ornament, for $25, and has Figment in that frame again and says Epcot International Festival of the Arts 2024. Now we do have some new bags from a brand called Lug. This was debuted at D23 that Disney was going to be doing a collaboration with them. They're very different than Loungeflies because this is more of like a silky material, not the leather material that Loungeflies are made out of. This is going to repel water and probably wash kind of well. Now this is $90. They did have a crossbody that came out this morning, but it is already completely sold out. I also really like that it is padded on the back and has that like breathable mesh material for when you sweat in the parks, and big, huge pockets for water bottles that Loungeflies don't have. I even noticed here on the side, there is a magnetic spot for your phone. They have thought of everything for this bag. So as we come out of Connections, we're starting to run into the first pieces of art. If you're looking for any of the art booths, you're gonna look for these like tan khaki booths. So this is where all the art's going to be, and some of them will have these little spaces outside where if the artist is visiting, they'll be outside signing things. Sometimes they're doing live painting or live drawing. It's awesome. I'm so excited to look at the art this year. So our first stop in the World Showcase for Food is going to be here at France. This is actually my favorite pavilion for Festival of the Arts. And we are going to be getting the warm, creamy bread bowls and the frozen French martini. This is one of my favorite martinis for any of the festivals. So of course I had to try the frozen martini. I try them every festival. They are my favorite drink every festival. They're always in the France pavilion and they have different flavors for each festival. Now this one I think is my all-time favorite because it tastes just like sweet tart candy. It is so good. It has Grey Goose vodka in it for $15.25. And if you need like a frozen drink, it is very humid today. This is gonna be a good drink. Always try these. If you're coming to any of the festivals, but specifically Festival of the Arts, you've got to try this one. Next up, we have the bread bowl with brie cheese. Again, my favorite thing at the festival. We started off strong. We started with my favorite booth. We probably should have saved that for later in the vlog, but that's okay. We're starting off with the favorite. This is delicious. This is a little bit less than $10 and is totally worth it. I won't even share these. I've got to get my own. It is that good. You get a bunch of bread with a bunch of brie cheese on the inside. I know it just sounds like bread and cheese, but it is delicious. You have to get this. It's just as good as it always is. It's so warm. It's amazing. And the France line was so long because it has the best food. It always has the best food at almost all the festivals, but specifically Festival of the Arts, It is the best food you are going to have at any of the countries. This is so good. It's worth waiting in line for, and they move the line pretty fast. So if you come into the France Pavilion and you see a long line, they're gonna move it pretty quickly. I think we waited about 15 minutes, which on opening day of a festival isn't too bad. An absolute 10 out of 10 here at the France Pavilion. Let's keep heading around the World Showcase and find some more food and some more art. So this year they did bring back the Encanto theme booth. The line is fairly long right now, so I think we're gonna skip it, but I like that they brought this back. So I actually follow this artist on Instagram, and look at this adorable piece of art from the Goofy movie.
Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go check.
And then there's Darkwing Duck on top. Over here in Japan, there is an entire booth dedicated to Star Wars art. Look how amazing some of these are. And this Darth Vader, wow. Now they do have two things that go on back here in the American Pavilion, and one is a nighttime Broadway show where they bring in Broadway actors to sing Disney songs, and they also bring in the Animation Academy. Now a show just ended for that at the 12:31, but I think we're gonna try to attend the 1:31. As we're making our way through the World Showcase here in the American Pavilion, they have another one of the portraits you can walk into and have your photo taken. This one is Washington crossing the Delaware. Now as you walk through the pavilions, make sure to be on the lookout for all of these chalk art paintings of different characters, like the characters from Luca. Now our next stop is going to be here in the William Silvers booth. Now this is in the Italy Pavilion, and look how beautiful this is. I don't know which one I like more, this Brave one or this Beauty and the Beast one. I think this is probably my favorite booth thus far, other than Thomas Kincaid. Inside the booth, there's even more breathtaking pieces. I am absolutely in love with this one here at the bottom because it has the Fab 6 on it. So cute, and they have a huge version of it over here. This Tinkerbell is also beautiful. So over here in Italy, they have the Mona Lisa and the Scream, and you can walk right into the paintings and take your photos in them. Our next stop is going to be here at the Animation Academy for the 1:30 training. I'm very excited. I've done this out in Disneyland, and these are so much fun. So they gave us some paper and a pencil. We'll see how well this goes for me. I am not a great drawer at all. The Animation Academy is over here in the America Pavilion. They've got all kinds of screens up, so no matter where you're sitting, you're gonna be able to see the teacher and what they're showing you to draw. These classes are really cool. I've done them in Disneyland, and they also have one over at Rafiki's Planet Watch in Animal Kingdom.
International Festival of the Arts. Who was here last year for this? Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna ask, how many artists do we have out there? Artists, learning artists. If you're an artist, you're always learning. You're not gonna ever be happy with your own artwork. So it's all about learning. I'm happy to teach you what I know. Someday teach me what you know, because you know a lot of neat stuff. I'll move this over here. Now, when you draw, looking and learning is the way to go. I've drawn these characters 1,000 times, but I'm always looking for every drawing that I do to be better than the last one. Every drawing that I've done, hopefully, is the best one. The last one should always be the best one that I've done. And a little bit of that eye shape here, I'm just going to get that cleared out so I can slowly start to see the character evolve. And the more you see the character evolve as you're drawing it, the easier it's going to get. Now his eyes are relatively wide, goofy, like Figment. His eyebrows go above his head. Eyebrows and eyes are very important. The eyes are the window to the soul, so we want to make sure our character's eyes are nice and large so you can see what they're feeling really easily.
So our next stop is going to be here at the Odyssey Pavilion. I'm actually here to pick up my Figment popcorn bucket, but there's still like another 30-minute wait after you hit I'm here, prepare my order. So we're waiting on them to send the blue screen. And while we're waiting, we got some treats and some alcohol. So the first thing we've got is this Skittles cake. Now they had this last year, but I didn't try it. And it has freeze-dried Skittles on the top. I'm very excited to try this. All kinds of layers of cake. It is very moist. I can already just tell by looking at it, it's very moist. Let's give it a try. So that is very good. Very moist. There's icing between each rainbow layer of cake. I really, really like this. And our next thing is the Rainbow Cider Flight. I usually love the ciders that are here in the Odyssey Pavilion for the festivals. These are by Three Daughters Brewery, so you can get each one in like a bigger ounce, but we decided to get just 3 so we could try them. And let's see what we've got here. It comes with a nice little card so you know each one what you're getting. So this dark red one is a black cherry hard cider. So here is that dark cherry hard cider. Let's give it a try. I like this. It's a little strong, but very good. Like I said, I usually like the ciders here. I'm more of a cider person. They do have a beer version of this. It's this rainbow beer flight. This is very good. So the next one is the Blood Orange Hard Cider, again by that Three Daughters Brewery. Let's try it. So this one's definitely sweeter than the red one, but still a little strong, but good. Just a little bit sweeter though. And then we have the very last one. So this is a yellow one, and this is passion fruit. I have a feeling this one's probably gonna be the sweetest out of all of them. See if I can put the card back down. Yeah, this one's definitely the most sweet out of them. They all taste very similar. They're gonna have that cidery taste to them, but all 3, very good. And this was about $11, I believe. So not bad. You get a pretty decent bit of alcohol there for $11, and you can try 3 different alcohols. I liked both the things we got here at the Odyssey Pavilion. The Odyssey Pavilion is currently very busy, but they have decked it out in everything Figment, and over there is actually where you'll pick up your popcorn bucket. My mobile order was finally called, so let's go get in line to get the Figment popcorn bucket. They definitely have this very organized this year. You place a mobile order for a certain time, and then you can return and pick it up. You don't have to wait in a 6-hour line like the first year there were Figment popcorn buckets. So here it is, the new 2024 Figment popcorn bucket. Now this looks like the Imagination Pavilion, so it's a little bit different than what we've had the past 2 years. It's got Figment inside of it and it actually lights up. There's little lights down around the sides that light up rainbow colors. It's gonna be hard to see today, but it also came with a little bit of colorful popcorn as well. Now this was $30, and you will have to mobile order this in the My Disney Experience app. I would recommend doing that when you come into the park. We did it at about 9:30, and my pickup was from 1:40 to 2:10. Now once I hit I'm here, it did take an additional 30 minutes before I got that blue screen, and I was able to go inside and get it. But after that, it was quick, it was easy, it was so organized. Disney did a good job with this rollout. The outside of the Odyssey Pavilion is also all decked out for Festival of the Arts. There's all kinds of rainbow decals. I love that they change this pavilion for every festival. So we're over here at the Greg McCullough booth, and I absolutely love this style of art. There's so many cute ones, like the Jungle Cruise one and Sorcerer Mickey. I actually ended up getting Sorcerer Mickey. That is gonna go in my office. These are amazing. This style of artwork is absolutely beautiful. This is the Sorcerer Mickey I ended up getting, but look at the partner statue. And then this one was new a couple of years ago. It has a bunch of different Disney characters in it. So we're continuing to make our way around the World Showcase, and we're here in Germany, and this is Noah Fine Art, and I absolutely love this Fantasia Mickey. Absolutely adorable. This is a different art style of Mickey and Minnie, and you're gonna see throughout the World Showcase, as you go from booth to booth, different art styles and how they draw the Disney characters. I like these a lot because they're like a darker aesthetic to them. Like this of the Poison Apple is amazing. We're making our way around, and we are finally to the Italy Pavilion. There's a lot of different foods for the Italy Pavilion, but we are going to be getting this mozzarella flight pretty much, where you get a chunk of fried mozzarella with a bunch of different condiments to dip it in for $8.50. And if you are on the dining plan, this is a snack credit for the dining plan. So here at the Italy Pavilion, we got the mozzarella fritta. I'm very excited to try this. This was new last year. I did not come to the festival last year, so I'm very, very excited to try this. Looks so good. So I got a fork, but I actually think I'm gonna use my hands to do this and just pull it apart. We're gonna start dipping it into each sauce, and it looks like the first one is like a vinaigrette of some sort. Let's go ahead and dip it in there. Wow, that was very, very, very good. That is delicious. It's a tangy, really good, like a balsamic vinaigrette. Delicious. I never thought to dip mozzarella like that in a balsamic vinaigrette. Like if you were to take cheese sticks and dip that in it, it would be absolutely delicious. That is so good. So next up, I've got a little bit with the green one on it, which I believe is like a pesto of some sort. This thing is very, very hard to pull apart. So that was definitely a pesto, a very fresh, very good pesto. As you can see, like, as you pull this apart, you just mainly get cheese, and it just kind of is what it is, but it is very good. I dipped a little bit of the cheese in the red sauce, which I think is like a marinara sauce. It's a good marinara sauce. The only thing is it is cold, and I think that's by choice. I don't think it's just because it's been sitting out. It's just a cold marinara, which is kind of weird because like when you eat pasta and stuff, you're used to that marinara sauce being warm. I think that's probably my least favorite out of all of them, but I'm also just not like a tomato person. I'm not a marinara sauce person. I've liked the other two a lot more. So I pulled even more cheese off because it's just kind of pulling apart cheese at this point. And we're gonna dip it in this reddish, orangish cream sauce. I don't know what sort of sauce that is, but it's delicious. I don't think it's an Alfredo sauce, but it's very, very good. So far, I've liked all of that. Marinara is not my favorite, but I'm just not a marinara person. This is really fun, really creative, and very, very good. It's just a little messy to eat, so make sure, like, get napkins. My fingers are covered in, like, cheese and stuff. Make sure to get napkins, but this is very good, and I think worth the price point for festival food. So while we were over in the McCullough art booth, I did pick up this piece, and he was there signing it, so down here in the corner, he signed it, which was really cool. I love coming on opening day of the festival because a lot of the artists are here, but different artists will pop up throughout the festival. You can check that on Disney's website, and if you follow any of the artists on Instagram, they also have their times on there as well. But it's really cool because if you plan on buying art, they will sign it for you. There are booths of art absolutely everywhere. Now this is the Disney's gallery booth, and there are all kinds of different artists in here who are sponsored by Disney, who draw Disney art. I absolutely love some of this. Look how beautiful that is. Some of these are amazing. Like, look at this Wally and Eve. You guys know my dog's name is Wally. He's named after Wally, and I love this piece. There's also a lot of really unique stuff, like some Kingdom Hearts. Down here, let me see if I can pull it real fast so we can see it, is the print. Oh, I love seeing Kingdom Hearts stuff. There's also some very unique movies in here, stuff you normally don't see a lot of merchandise or art of, like Atlantis. Now, normally when you come to the festival, here on the bridge out to World Showcase, there's going to be a bunch of chalk art, but it did rain this morning, so there's only a small amount of it. Now, normally there's chalk art all the way through here, but it did rain this morning, so I guess the artists weren't here, but it does look like someone came and did this Pluto. These are absolutely amazing, and probably one of my favorite activities that they do here at the festival. So we've made our way into Connections Eatery to get our last alcoholic beverage of the day. And this one's a bit of a mouthful, but you can get this here at Connections Eatery. This is an orange lemonade cocktail with 3 olive blueberry vodka, lemonade, orange juice, and cotton candy. Now this was $16, but it's pretty big size. And it has this big thing of cotton candy that we're going to push down inside of it. Put it in there and see if it dissolves. Oh, it's dissolving really fast. There it goes. It looks so cool now. So now that we've put that cotton candy in there, it's turned up this blue color. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh my gosh, that is good. That is so good. It's very sweet. If you like lemonade, you're gonna like this. I really don't taste a heavy amounts of alcohol. And adding the cotton candy made it so sweet. Just make sure to really stir it up because it likes to, like, the chunks like to go down to the bottom, but wow, this is really good. And I may have actually liked this more than the drink we had in France today. So every day here, right across from the Imagination Pavilion, as you're making your way back to World Showcase, they have paint by numbers from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's about 5:30 right now, so we did miss it. We'll have to come back over here another day. But you go up and get in line, they'll give you paint and a sponge brush, and then you find the colors that match your paint. So if you have like color 13, you can fill in so many squares and they'll tell you how many squares of that color. And when it's all done over with here in a couple days, usually it takes a day or two for them to finish one of them, depending on how many people come into Epcot and actually do it. There will be a beautiful new portrait, and these portraits are usually donated to children's hospitals in the state of Florida. And with that, that's going to be our day here at Epcot's International Festival of the Arts. It ended up being way hotter today than I expected, so My cardigan sweater did not last, and due to the humidity, my hair did not last the day, but that's okay because it ended up being a really great day. I got to show you guys some of my favorite foods, and it wasn't even like a fraction of the amount of foods that are available during this festival. Each country has a food booth, and there are so many cool things to check out, including all the art. I showed you guys literally just a very small portion of the art that is available, so you have to come and check this festival out because there are so many things to do. We actually missed a few of the things because of the rain this morning, like the chalk art and the paint by numbers and some of the performers. There's just so many things. This festival is so unique. I love it so much. It's probably my favorite festival out of any of them here at Epcot, and it was just overall a great day. We'll definitely be coming back to see more of the festival. If you like this video and want to see other ones like it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you are notified every time I post a new video. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.